Hey everybody, welcome to Tech with Brett, where I help tech work for you. This is video 5 of my Android 101 series. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to use the keyboard on your Android device. This is going to cover voice to text, changing the keyboard settings, as well as using emojis. Let's get started. To pull up the keyboard on an Android device, you need to select a text box. If I go into Samsung Notes, here you can see that there's no keyboard, but if I want it to pop up, I just need to select where I want to type, and then it pops up the keyboard. If I ever want the keyboard to go away, all I need to do is click the back button, or here it's showing a down arrow, and that will remove the keyboard. I click it again, and it will pop back up again. Here on the Galaxy S8, we have the first row of keys, which is a number, and then down here we have the normal QWERTY keyboard. If we want to change the keyboard, all we need to do is click right here and we can go into the settings. So I click that once, it's going to show me the different numbers, as well as if I click the 1, 2 button here, it will show the other characters that I can choose. And then if I click ABC, it will jump back into the normal keyboard. Right now you can see that they are all capitalized. If I click the Shift key, that will then make it caps lock, and then I press it again, and now we are all lowercase. If I want to change any of the settings, all I need to do is click the settings right here. And if you don't see this settings icon right next to the space bar, you just hold down and it will pop up these 5 different options. And today I want to show you these 5 different things. So first, let's go into the settings menu of the keyboard. So here is where you can adjust all the different settings, where it's going to auto punctuate, it's going to, your autocorrect settings essentially are all in here. So here you can see auto capitalize, spacing, auto punctuate. So it's going to automatically put a period after you type a space bar twice. If I want to, so say when I type, I can actually scroll my fingers together and it will connect words. And if I want to change that, I can do that right here, and I'll show you what I mean. Down here, I have keyboard layout. So in this Samsung keyboard, I can actually customize the layout. And so let's say I want a bigger keyboard. All I have to do is select this blue dot right here, and that will let me make the keyboard much bigger. I can also make it much smaller down here. I can also add alternate characters. So when I select this, you'll see that behind each letter or above, there's another character. And when I long press, it will pop up that character instead of clicking the numerical button each time. So I'm going to leave that on, and I'm going to make the keyboard just a little bit bigger. And I think that looks great. I can also adjust. So in here, I can customize the character symbols that I see when I hold down on the period icon. So let's say instead of seeing the number sign, I want to see an and symbol. So I click the number sign up here at the top, then I select and now that has changed to an and you can click the reset settings up there at the top. Now I'm just going to go back, and then we're going to go back again. And then there's some other settings here like key tap feedback. So when you touch the keyboard, it will give a sound. Most people want to turn this off so that if you're typing, it's not giving a vocal sound to everybody else. And then here, vibration, when you click the key, and you also see when you touch a button, it will show you the character preview. And then if you want to go back to the original settings, you can do that right there. So back on the keyboard, I'm going to show you some of the things I just talked about. So one of them was drag the numbers together. So here, if I want to type hello, I'm going to scroll from H to E. From H to E, circle the L, because when you circle it, that's 2 letters, and then go to O. So H-E-L-L-O. And now we have typed hello. Let me remove that and then try again. H-E-L-L-O. There we've typed hello. Then if I want to add a special character on the end. So on the A, if I hold down, that is going to give me an @ symbol. And you see if I hold this down, it gives me other options too. There's other different types of A's that I can click right here. Then we change the holding down on the period. So instead of clicking just a period, when I hold down, you'll see all these different characters I can choose. And I can either just hold it down and then choose one, or I can hold down and drag my finger and let go, and that will put that character in. One of the features that is under the character right here is the emoji icon. So if I click there, and then I can see the emojis, I select the emojis, and then I have all the cool little emojis that I can click on, and they automatically jump in there. On a few of these, you actually have extra options. So if you keep scrolling through, it will show you all these different emojis. And then here, let's say I don't want this emoji here. If you hold it down, it will give you different hair and skin color options in the emoji keyboard. And that does that for a few different ones, so you can just hold down and check those out. But there's a ton of different emojis that you can get. I like the Samsung laptop one right here. That's pretty cool. So that's the emojis. If I want to go back to the keyboard, I just press the keyboard right here. Next, let's go into another option. So I'm going to hold down on the settings, and here I'm going to choose one-handed keyboard. So if I click on that, what that does is it's going to shrink my keyboard down to this side of the screen. So say I'm texting just with my right hand, I can click it all with my thumb, and it doesn't reach over to, I don't have to reach all the way over to the other side of the screen. If I want to go left-handed, I just click on there, and now I can do everything with all my left hand. If I want to go back to the full keyboard, I just click the big arrow buttons right there. You can also get to the emojis right here by holding that down. I see the emoji keyboard. Next, here is a paste icon. So let's say I type something out. So of course I can just click like this and tap. And then you'll see up here at the top, if I had mistyped it, it gives me options for autocorrect. So I can just select one of those, and it's going to correct what I type. So then if I want to select that text, all I have to do is do a long press right on the text, and it is going to fully select that. If you're trying to select more text, you will need to drag these blue little pop-ups to select more or less of the text. So there, I just want to select the entire word. I'm going to click copy, and then if I click space here and then go here, I can choose my clipboard, and there I can see that it is showing me subscribe. Other things that I have recently copied are down here as well. So I'm going to click subscribe again, and it would just keep typing that out. So then if I wanted to select all this to delete, you can see there I drag, and that is how I pretty much copy and paste. So I'm going to go back to right there, and then I'm just going to put the arrow down, and that's going to remove that clipboard, and I click back, and now we're back to just subscribe. Then the last option here in the keyboard is a microphone. So this is how you voice to text. So instead of typing out everything, so you can just click this and start talking, and it will convert everything you say into text. Thank you so much for watching my video today. I hope you subscribe and like and share. You can see that when it is highlighted like this, it will continue to listen to you. If you click the microphone, it will stop. And then if you want it to start again, you select the microphone, and then it will begin listening to you. You can also do commands like punctuation, so period. And then you can also say exclamation point. And you can also say question mark. So all of those are built in. You just continue to talk and it will listen to you. If you ever want it to stop talking, or you want to adjust the text that you currently typed, maybe it typed it out wrong, you just click the X and that will pop up the full keyboard. So again, click right here to go into the voice to text option. And then when you talk, it will start listening to you. You do have an extra settings icon right here. So that will go into your Google Voice settings, and you can adjust any of that right there. But when you're talking, maybe you don't want it to listen to you, you click to pause, and then to go back to your normal keyboard, you click the X right here. Now, when I select an item, so let's say I want to delete this text, I can either just hold down the back button here, and that's going to go through and delete one character at a time. If I hold down, it's going to select part of the text. I'm going to drag this blue one to the bottom. So I click on it and drag, and then I want to select this one and put it to the top. And then here you have cut, copy, paste, as well as this 3-dot menu. So if I click the 3-dot menu, I have some other options here. I can choose from the keyboard. I can share this text, select all the text, or even go into a dictionary. So I'm just going to click the back button. And that is how you use the keyboard on Android. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this helped you in using the keyboard on your new Android device. Please use the comment section below to test out the new features that I've shown you. Love to see some emojis down there. And if you want to see some other videos that I talk about, check out the links over here, as well as continue watching for the next video in my Android 101 series. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.